What are we talking about? This is going to go air in January, by the way.
But, well, Happy New Year.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Willamette Block Party, where we talk about all things black within the Willamette Valley. My name is Ray White. Hyped to be here. And I'm with one of my other co-host,
Allie Saunders.
Shout out to Ollie.
Ollie?
My
Who's
bad.
that?
My son, Ollie.
Oh, how do you spell his
Oliver.
name?
Oliver.
Oh my gosh.
Ollie, O-L-I-E.
That's cute.
Yeah, Ollie. Sorry.
Aw.
I say his name a lot.
I know. So we're kind of getting established into a new location. So hopefully we're clearer. You can hear us a little bit better.
Shout out to KMUZ, by the way, for
Yes.
allowing us to be here and air our episodes onto their 11 Wake Up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. This is dope.
What have you been up to?
Shoot. Holiday season's here. Been here. So, you know me, I don't do well with Christmas presents.
What do you mean?
Shout out to my wife. She's always on top of the Christmas presents. So every year I have to figure out, okay, how can I quickly get my Christmas present for her since she's already been shopping for everybody else since July. So shout out to Lindsay.
Buy her a new house.
Oh, I like the house I'm in. Come on, they can just drop that. Hey, by the way, we got a whole new house. No, I'm not buying a new house. I like my house. I like the plug you put in, though. That's legit. Thank you.
But I feel like it always is. Honestly, I'm really bad. I like doing more personal stuff rather than like expensive stuff. Just because I'm like, if I'm going to spend like $500, I need to know for a fact that you want this. So other than that, I have like a strict budget when it comes to gifts.
Okay. Strict budget.
Yeah.
I like that. It's different than just buying socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was like, so my family used to do this thing where we got to a point where we stopped buying Christmas presents. And it'd be like, okay, the game was like you would have to run around the house and try and make something for like a person that you pulled their name.
Oh, that's cool.
And so you would have to make something for them in like 30 minutes. And so you get this stuff that was like, what is this? Like, you know, it's a like random stuff or random food or
But in the
whatnot.
house. So it's like a pre-existing thing is in the home.
Yes.
And
it could be literally
interesting.
anything though.
Huh.
Anything.
So what was the wildest thing you received?
A boiled egg.
Oh. That was made.
It was just because I had a thing that year. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till like the deviled eggs like are made and everything.
Yeah.
And so they were like, bet. Here's...
So you could start with this boiled egg.
I was so mad.
You can do the rest.
Yeah. It was for my youngest brother.
That's
I was like,
That's actually pretty funny.
it's so gross.
Okay. All right.
But don't get your wife a boiled egg.
No, we're not gonna do that. No. Well, we'll work on some things on that end.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Ugh, work. Honestly, it's been, work, surviving. I'm finally out of a boot, off my scooter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Old girl's up and walking
That was the running joke of just how exactly did this happen,
Oh, God.
which I feel like you still don't want to tell the full story.
No,
So
because
there's
it's
that.
embarrassing. Who
Oh,
wants to tell the
gosh.
story about how, like, an athlete got hurt and was...
Nobody, not
I was
especially an
playing
athlete.
pickleball,
Oh.
and my pickleball partner was, like, 86 years old. He just
Are you joking or are you serious?
No.
Okay. Dang.
I'm dead serious. This is what happened. Okay. My pickleball partner was like 85, 86, and the two across were probably in their 70s. I was running forward to like get the ball, and something just popped, and I like fell on the ground, and my little 86-year-old, partner, he's like, oh my God, I hope you're okay, because I'm recovering from breaking my ribs like earlier.
Oh.
So I'm like, no, I think something's wrong. I was like, something's definitely wrong.
Dang.
So I've been out since.
For a minute.
Now finally kind of back on the roll. But that is what happened.
Wow.
I will never play pickleball again. Even though I really liked it. It was so much fun.
It sounds like there's now a warm-up sequence that needs to happen.
I honestly, yes. But now I'm just like Pilates and yoga and running. I'm not doing any. I'm too old.
Yeah. That like
too old.
quick burst.
Can't do it anymore.
All that stuff. Yeah, that's real.
Not an athlete.
That's real.
I've surrendered.
There's an aspect of wanting to get back into basketball, but a little bit of fear for that reason. Because my brother-in-law would tell me, he's like, yeah, like there's like a certain window, which I think we were in that window. Or like Achilles be like,
Is that
be
really?
popping.
I've
So
had so many people get hurt like this past like 6 months. And also it's just in the realtor world. Something's going on.
in the water. I don't know
It's
what
just
houses
so many
y'all be
people have
selling.
gotten hurt.
Yeah,
I've
no.
seen like
You want me to buy a
what
house.
is it? The collarbone
Oh yeah.
getting hurt. Someone else tore their Achilles.
Ooh.
Someone else was skateboarding and like completely shattered his leg.
Oh,
Like
the whole leg.
it's just like what has happened. And the thing is, they're all in the 30s, like all in that age of like.
Yeah.
I know I'm not a child anymore, and I know my bones don't bounce back like they used to. But
Yeah. But you know, we're still here. We're still moving
Barely.
in some capacity. Not as dope.
Don't forget to stretch.
Don't
is a
forget
big
to
thing
stretch.
Now is stretching. Yeah.
I gotta remind myself. You know, I'm trying to run around with these kids to stretch. So one of the things, as we are now into the new year,
Yeah.
I'm a reflective person and would like to look back briefly of just what were some of the things, at least within the last, you could do the whole 12 months, but
Okay.
6 to 12 months that you're like, you know what, I'm really excited. I'm really proud of this event or this activity.
Is that a question for me?
Yeah, that's a question for you. What? What you? I'm just asking.
No, you know, that is a hard one. I think because not even majority of the year, half the year, like I was out because of being hurt, but still being very heavily involved in the community. I think just where I'm at in my life, I've figured out like in the most graceful way to say no and learning how to say no, or saying like not yet. And so I think that's been a really big thing. I used to be very much of a yes, like schedules fully booked, stressed out, anxiety ridden because there's so much to do, and you know, having a plate that's a little bit too full, to recognizing that now and being like, hey, I still want to help, I still want to contribute, and I still want to be a part of it, but it also has to fit within my time frame. So I think it has been learning how to politely say no, but also say like, hey, I can help in this means, but I can't do all of it.
Right.
And I think that's been a really big learning lesson for me.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you find that the saying no part is, I guess, what stirs up in you to not say no?
Because I want to be a resource for people. I know that, but I do think that gets complicated with the part of like, there's a difference between being a resource and saying like, hey, here's where you can go and I can connect you with so-and-so, to I'm very much like, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why I have to say no and why I have to get over it.
Yeah.
Because I also don't want someone to look at me and be like, oh, like you can't help. I'm like, it's not that I don't want to or I can't. It's just like I need to also protect my boundaries.
That's true.
So
I think so. Recently, not recently, because I have kids. I'm like recently I've had kids. No, but recently, there's been seasons of my fathering, parenthood stages where, like you just stated, is easier if I just do it, but sometimes slowing down to allow like the kids to be a part of that work, so that way they can see, hey, okay, you know, they can do it, they can be focused there, but like it's a priority shift because I would love to, and like when I'm looking out in the community, slow down enough to help, or to like say, hey, like let's teach, let's walk together, let's do this together, and then that builds us both up together to then execute this thing. But I get it, because sometimes it's like it's just faster if I just do it. Then you just pile up a lot on your plate, and then all of a sudden now you're doing 12 different things that are all the same deadline, and it's like, well, why did I say yes to these things versus already saying no, which I'm learning to do. Or if I do decide a yes, how do I slow down enough for somebody else to walk alongside with me to be a part of this thing? And then that way it's like, oh, hey, now you can do that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a little different than having, you know, doing what you're doing for like a community board or whatever than having kids, but like that mentality,
I mean,
like
still, it's all wrapped out where
it's
it
all
is.
the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Same concept, or at least being comfortable with having that conversation in the forefront than waiting or allowing it to be like a burdensome on you and then you ruin relationships, you know? So
right.
That's real.
And I think that's the big part with your last point is being the disappointment or like ruining potentially like a friendship or some type of business relationship because you took too much on.
Yeah.
And so like that's also a fear of is doing that.
That's good.
And so saying no is hard.
Saying no is hard. And sometimes I'm trying to like, I need to also remember to tell people too that like you said, like, okay, I can do only this much or so much. But then also on the other end, if I'm giving people an out, so that way they don't feel like, hey, like I'm not asking the world of you, or if you can't do it, that's okay.
Right.
So just because I know, I know. So being mindful of that as well, so that folks don't feel like, there's disappointment happening there.
Right.
That's real. All right. Good lessons.
Yeah. What about you overall for your?
Something that I'm really thinking about is, or that really came to fruition this past year was all of these things are connected. I think I've lived and been in this mode for quite some time, compartmentalizing what I do or thinking that I can't tie this one venture with this other venture because it's two completely separate entities. Well, that's not really the case. Like we all show up the same for the most part in every space. So to make life easier on yourself, why not try to find a way they all blend together? Since I do like to talk, why not have a podcast about all the things, right? Or, leverage that speaking in these other areas because it's the same me, just maybe different contexts or different ways. Or, what's been really fun just lately is while I'm not the dad that is pushing my children to be like the best athlete at 9 or 6, right? But I do like to like watch the games with them and sometimes coach them up in that, or like, hey, did you notice this? Yeah. So that's been really fun lately of just, now we're in basketball season. And I'm able to put up on the projector because we got projector, which is dope. And I'm like pausing it. I'm like, yo, did you see what just happened? And like, this is why this is happening. And then like just the other night, they were also doing something similar too. Of just like, oh, like,
oh, that's cute.
And so that's been pretty cool, except when it's like late at night and my wife's trying to sleep and we're all in the same room. And she's like, when y'all gonna go to bed?
Stop.
Like, y'all need to take that elsewhere.
Shut it down.
But I think, so just seeing how if I want to see the connections in the things around me, how do I also connect or tie those connections within myself, has been really formative thought in the last year. And it's made just like me show up differently, engage in the work and people differently, see Salem differently. Because that's a similar perspective of seeing, because I have these ties, how can I be that bridge?
Yeah.
And that's been really fun.
Nice.
So, but we out here.
We're trying.
We out here.
We are trying. It's been, I don't know, Salem, I think it's grown on me, I think, officially.
Oh. Officially is grown.
I guess I'll stay. I don't know. I think I've now like been here long enough that I've seen fluctuations like of the area, and like it's definitely improving, but we're still going through some changes, especially being like someone, I'm downtown a lot.
Yes.
And so like I see a lot of like what's happening or the complaints and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's I don't know, I feel like it has gotten busier.
Okay.
And like I don't want to say like more inclusive, like they're trying to engage people downtown. I think the parking definitely was, like, I thought it was a great idea, and I still do think it's a great idea to charge for parking. That happens in any major city.
Yeah.
But definitely Salem citizens did not like that.
No.
They took a hard pullback of saying no to that.
I mean, change is hard. Change is hard.
Yeah.
And I wonder, and this is somebody who doesn't live downtown, so I live not even in Salem. Shout out to Kaiser. So y'all do y'all thing.
What's happening down
What's
here?
happening? I don't know what's going on. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Are we out here?
Yeah, right? I don't know. We somewhere. But like, yeah, change is hard. Change is hard for anybody. And it makes me wonder just how can we navigate the change that at least moves us towards a positive destination, and knowing that it's not going to be beneficial, or not beneficial, but not everybody's going to be happy, but we could still move in this direction. But again, if there's people know each other, like each other, and trust each other to some extent, there could be some opportunity to say, okay, hey, well, I don't like that. I can see where this is going, because there's transparency, there's engagement, there's follow through, that allows somebody to say, yep, like I've had a place where I can share my voice and share what I'm feeling and experiencing, but I know this is going to be a opportunity to see Salem in a different light and a better light, because Salem is growing.
And that's what I was literally just trying to look up. I was like trying to find the percentage of people in Salem over a certain age. I should know, but I don't. But there is a huge shift coming. I mean, Salem has been, I think, predominantly older, generations. Like, that's why there's so much of like an influx of assisted living and all of that. I think there's like almost more assisted living places than actual apartment complexes.
Oh, interesting.
But don't quote me on that.
I'm quoting on that.
I think.
Saunders being quoted on that.
But it is like there's definitely a shift happening, and I know people are wanting to be more engaged and to do stuff, but it's strange to see how slow the change is. Yeah. And that people either want it to not happen at all or move at a very much a snail's pace where it costs more to do anything to make these changes rather than like trying it.
Which, yes, and because I wonder. I mean, I know we're not talking deep specifically about what specific change, but sometimes there's certain like initiatives where it's like, we need to try this to even see if this is going to work, right? But then there are other things where it's, and I don't know what the threshold is or what the framework is, but it does require a little bit more growth or a little bit more like development to happen in like slow change in order for it to be adopted well. And as somebody who is, again, not from here, used to fast-paced lifestyles of all the things, slow change is hard for me, but I get it because because of just the interconnected in the relationships that Salem has been built on, that there is a level of like, okay, I can see the desire for a communal, the community taking the next step versus just certain pockets and or certain individuals taking next steps. And what I hope is that, all right, cool. Like if things are going to be moving slow, how do we make sure that folks are incorporated, or the right people, or all the people are incorporated, so we know that this change is going to be the right one and the right next step, right? And I know we're living in this digital age where a lot of information is slowly becoming more accessible, but I have seen that as becoming a barrier of nobody knows changes are happening, or maybe change is taking forever because it needs to go through all these proper channels. But still, again, that transparency may not necessarily be there. But again, as somebody who doesn't live in the city, that's my outsider take.
Live in the city here.
I barely.
It's just so small. I think that's where I get like frustrated, is the part of like you walk downtown and there's so many buildings. There's so many places where it's like, oh, you could do this. This could be, an area for a new restaurant. Or I think there are still a lot of roadblocks and stuff for like local businesses or restaurants or, items to happen downtown that would help with like an influx of traffic and community. I mean, even something as simple as like, blocking off like a street downtown to use to have like a block party or to do something like that. It takes a lot, like the effort behind it's so, and I get it, like safety wise and all, I completely understand that, but it's one of those just like, okay, like it's almost like you're putting them up to specifically prevent people from doing it.
That sounds like a theory. We're not in, I don't know if y'all in conspiracy theories at all, but that sounds interesting.
Pigeons are cameras by the government. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, dang. We're going that deep. Okay. We're going to pivot real quick.
No, I just I think I've seen in other cities that it is more of like they make big incentives for local businesses to open or to say like, hey, I'm going to place it here. I'm going to place it there. I think for me, I see it in the real estate realm of people wanting to, in their leases or do certain things to go somewhere else to other cities that are actually trying to promote business, traffic, and community.
Yeah.
I know Salem's trying, and it's, doing still a good job. It's just for being the capital, I think they move just at a slower pace.
So,
yeah,
I'm not going there.
Like I already brought up
the pigeons are cameras. No, no, that's real. I think so. Okay, so here's where I will go.
Yeah.
I guess so what? So now what?
I know.
So now we're looking ahead, right?
Yeah. The future.
Looking to the future, or at least in this next year. The things that we can control, as a mentor often says to me, is short bridge that we can create. Mm-hmm. Do you foresee, or what are maybe some of those like things in the next step, and maybe in this next year that he's like, you know what, I think that we could put some emphasis in supporting this. And that question could be for you specifically, the Willamette Block Party, City of Salem, Oregon as a whole. How big do you want to go? Worldwide, Milky Way.
They're like to end world hunger.
There we go. Yes. I
guess I'm going to focus kind of more on the Willamette Block Party. Because I do see that it fits around a lot of the structures and the things that I am wanting to kind of implement in the community already.
Yeah.
So that would affect like smaller communities as well as Salem and Kaiser and kind of bigger areas.
Yeah, don't leave out Kaiser.
I can't leave out Kaiser. But to kind of push the envelope like on it and like see what we can do. And I know we've strategized and discussed like, doing conferences for whether it be for business owners or be just for the community in general to gain knowledge on what they can and cannot do kind of, within like certain limits, but to educate a little bit more. But I definitely think doing that kind of enveloping it into with the Willamette Block Party, kind of what we're trying to do right now, which is already, again, build community, educate, do like the shout outs and the acknowledgement of people and businesses that have not been acknowledged. So that's kind of the future.
Yeah.
Doing it that way.
What I appreciate that, and this is again why we're doing this, is that we do have a role in helping to support this work, right? And it doesn't necessarily need to always live on the shoulders of those in power or shoulders of those who maybe have that influence and affluence, but that there is a responsibility that we do have with our hands, with our feet, with our voices. And the fact that we chose to live here in proximity gives us the authority really to say, okay, well, what do we want to do? What do we want to see? Right. And so I think there's a lot of opportunities there. And what we're already witnessing is just that, like, we jokingly say this, but we are out here. Like, we are here. We're visible. We're present. There are people who are out here visible and present. And it does start with understanding who they are and understanding their story. And then from there, that opens the door to say, well, what else are you dreaming about? What else do you want to see done? What else do you want to know that can help benefit your well-being in living in this community too? Because you are living here too. And I know that there are avenues where some of that accessibility is slowly being created. And what I appreciate is that this is another space where we're working to build that accessibility as well. And who knows, like the big dream of, like, what if we were to, because you do have experience in blocking out blocks. You got block party expertise. So this podcast might have been strategically communicated and titled set away so we can have a block party. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's definitely happening. I already geared it for the summer. It's happening.
Oh, this summer. I mean, maybe this summer?
2026.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Why not?
You heard it first. Breaking news. I ain't know that.
I think it's possible. I think with community support and sponsorships and getting people together, we could definitely turn it into something fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think that's what a lot of what I love about Salem as well, and Kaiser, the Willamette Valley, is that there are major connections or people who do want to see connection. It's interesting because there's people who desire connection, people who have made connections, people who don't know about these connections. And if we all just take a minute to kind of process like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, like what are we all connected to?
Oh, we know everybody.
We know everybody. And it can be done with a big vision and strong. No, you're not. Stop. Okay. Denzel, if you're hearing this, my bad, dog. Me and Denzel, he tight.
We would love to have you on the podcast.
Oh, gosh. Holla at me, Denzel.
I'm tagging him in this.
Don't tag him in this.
And Denzel Washington, yeah.
What's he gonna do?
Say hi.
Okay.
What if he says, hey, let me know, I'll be in town.
Oh, Denzel, you coming through.
You won't know unless you ask.
Right.
And I am gonna ask.
Okay, all right, my bad. I didn't mean to downplay your...
Denzel and Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, here we go. I didn't mean to downplay your tagging capabilities. So, yes, tag them both. Yeah. Shout out to Sinners. And Black Panther 3.
Yes.
Which they both bought me in.
And
Creed, all the things.
all
Anyway,
of
that
the
wasn't where
above.
we're going. How do we get here?
Big
dreams, big vision. Okay, big dreams, big vision,
Yes.
but also strong infrastructure, which
Yes.
comes to play
Yes.
with the people that you know. And so, because we're a communal city, we're very connected. We all don't have to do all the things, but we can share the vision and create and put people or be in position and roles to help me see that execute. So the fact that, we can have a block party in the summer, it'll be great because we need dreamers, we need builders, we need connectors, we need those who are partiers to show up and hype us up, things like that. And I think it'll be a really dope experience for Salem, which maybe hasn't really happened before.
Yeah. Are we creating something new?
Are we?
Gasp.
Tune in next time to find out.
To find out. I think so. It really is. I think, again, like we had a guest before. His name was RJ, and his one thing was saying like that word of mouth is really the best marketing tool, especially here in the Willamette Valley and Salem and Kaiser, but also to gain like support for people who do want to be a part of it.
That's true.
So I think it would be just something great. And again, it's about community and it's about getting people together. And I do think whether people say it or not, that is what they're desiring, especially just after, COVID and all of that. People are slowly trying to figure out how to connect again.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. We're not meant to be solitary people.
No, we're not.
So.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
So let's build those connections. Well, shout out to Sarah. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to RJ.
Yes.
Shout out to X. Shout out to you, Allie.
Aww.
Thank you for showing up.
Of course.
For those who are interested in being, for those who are interested in being a part of the block party, please be sure that you follow us at Willamette Block Party on Instagram.
Yes.
We're also on Facebook. We also have a podcast. We're also on YouTube.
And we also have a Gmail.
And we have a Gmail.
Look, we out here.
We literally out here in digital streets.
We have a Gmail.
And we have a Gmail. Don't forget about Gmail. But the key thing there is that, one, we look to expand this network more so in the new year. So we're excited that you're rocking with us and joining the party with us. If you would like to be on the show and hype up all things Black within Willamette Valley, please be sure to hit us up as well. Clicking the link in the show notes that has the form. You'll get engaged. We'll find a time. We'll chat. We'll love to hype you up. We got some different content coming as well in this new year as well. So be on the lookout for that in our show notes. Allie, final words.
Reach out, get involved. It's going to be a lot of fun. Not only if you just want to be interviewed, but if you somehow want to be a part of the team, let's see if it fits.
Ooh, part of the team. Hands, money, feet.
That's what you said earlier.
I did say feet. I said hands, feet, voice, monetary, whatever you foresee fit.
However you want to support.
Nah, but that'll be dope. Happy New Year to you all. We out here, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Peace. Nice work.
Fun.
Wow. Don't stop pushing buttons. Okay. That's for the next time. Okay. Look, now that we have access to this space, we can go down as many rabbit holes as you want to. Allie's gonna take a quick stroll down to the studio. All right.